finally come to Islands of Adventure with a kid so I can ride Pteranodon Flyers, and it is not available today. Good morning from, well, I was going to say boldly, I don't even think it's a bold claim, it just is the greatest entrance to a theme park in the entire world. We are at Islands of Adventure today. It's currently 8 AM. Like I said, we are staying in the hotel, so we do get exclusive ride time. I'd say it's exclusive. There's a lot of people staying on resort here, so it doesn't exactly feel exclusive. But we are heading straight over to Hagrid's motorbike adventure. Lots of words after that, I can't remember, because these guys haven't ridden it. Me and Connor went on it when we came in 2019. I made a point of getting that cred, so we did that. Also, there's an elusive cred at this park, many of you may know, Pteranodon Flyers, and you need a child to ride. Finally came with said child, and the cred is down. We are destined never to be riding Pteranodon Flyers. We still have another like 10 days here, so maybe we'll come back next week or something and see if it's open. But yeah, Hagrid first, and I'm just soaking in the ambience and the music of, I love this. What's it called? Port of Entry? It's the music, man. It's so good. Exciting days ahead. Just come off of Hagrid's, what is it actually called? Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. I rode with my mum. Again, I got the sidecar seat, I'm too nice. I always let everyone else take the motorbike. One day I will ride it and sit in the motorbike. So fun. It's literally like the perfect family coaster. Like, the theming is really good. Like, and it's, again, if you like the magical creature side of Harry Potter, you're gonna love this ride. There's loads of robots, loads of animatronics, loads of surprises along the way. The launches do actually pack a real kick as well. So yeah, it's a super fun ride. We have had a bit of a mare. We got in here at 8 AM, came over and got straight in the queue for Hagrid because that's kind of what everyone said to do. It's now 10:45. Like, we've been in that queue for almost 3 hours. Like, that took a long time. And when we came in 2019 and rode this, it said it was going to be 3-hour queue, and it was 90 minutes. So we have waited a long time. We do have to go back to the hotel and check out as well, and then come back into the park. Luckily, we do have express for the rest of the day, so we're not too worried. But it's just one of those, you know, when you feel like you've like wasted time, feels a bit like that, which is a bit annoying. But now we've been on Hagrid. It's going to be the longest queue of the day. I think it's like 220-minute wait right now, which is insane. But yeah, it's done now, and we have the rest of the day free to just explore the rest of the park. And obviously, it's, in my opinion, the best theme park in the world. So we're gonna have a really good day. Very excited to get. Hopefully, we're gonna get back on Velocicoaster, Spider-Man. My family really love all the water rides. Me, not so much. They're just too wet, you know. It's too much water, and it would get on my nerves. So I'll probably go on Jurassic Park, but I probably won't go on the others. But I will catch you up throughout the day, how we're going. Mommy, what do you think of Hagride?
Loved it.
Yeah? What's your favourite bit?
Oh, I just like a launch, me, don't I? So anything that's got a launch in it, just launch all the way. Yeah, it was good. Wow. I love it. picture.
We're back in, we've checked out the hotel, I'm back in the park, then we've just had a little bit of lunch slash, is it breakfast? I don't know, what would you call it? Brunch, let's go with brunch. At the Croissant Moon Bakery, I had a bacon, egg and cheese croissant. It was very delicious. We're just gonna let the food go down a little bit, so we're just gonna have a wander around Zeus Landings, do some rides that Rem can do before he inevitably falls asleep. So I think we're gonna go in Cat in the Hat and One Fish Tuesday.
You're saying your story's number one? Oh, you're saying you're number one. You know, there is something said for being humble. Mr. Much. I'm just saying. Okay. Somebody went on One Fish, Two Fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, come in, Mr. Chris. There you go. Maybe you don't have to strength.
Give me 5. Remy, 5.
So you want to meet Mr. Grinch when you have one. Great, this is George. John's situated and ready to go. Down here with the line, we've got Chris in the big hat ranger. No. When you get ready to meet Guy Amon. Looks like Guy Amon on your side.
Give him a hug. You 5. Is he cuddly?
That's so cute.
He's not going to let go of it. Awesome.
You staying there?
Say bye. Right, turn around for a picture. Ready? Look at Mummy. Where are you? Bye.
Thank you. Say bye, Sam. Hello from the lovely air-conditioned queue line of Cat in the Hat. I think Cat in the Hat is really underappreciated. If you like mad ghost trains with weird kitschy theming, then you'll like Cat in the Hat. Because it's absolutely unhinged and mental. Last time I tried to film on this, they really yelled at me, so I am going to put the camera away, but we're going to have a lovely ride on Cat in the Hat.
Oh, let's do
Marvel Superhero Island is probably my favourite land at Islands of Adventure, and we just walked in there playing pendulum, so it's just made it even better for me. My family were over there, they're there. I've been kind of wanting to meet Spider-Man. We're going to go walk around and do some water rides now. It's about midday, the park's open until 6, so water rides now so we can dry off for later. But yeah, and then I know I keep saying it, so glad we've got Express today because the queues are not kind, especially considering it's a Tuesday. I don't really know what's going on. But yes, it's really hot as well, and I decided to wear all black today. God knows why. Oh, it stinks. Fight! Again! I swear to God, this is just taunting me now. I took my hair out for Jurassic Park. I love Jurassic Park River Adventure, it's so good. I don't care that the dinosaurs are looking a little bit clunky. Like, it's funny, you go on like Avatar or like Na'vi River Journey and you look at the animatronics on that, and then you go on the Jurassic Park River Adventure, it's like, oh, clunky old robots. But I think that adds to the charm. That's why I like it. I will go on Jurassic Park because you never really get that wet. Like, it's a light mist, despite the fact that it makes a massive splash. However, Blueto's Builder Up Barges and Dudley Do-Ride's Ripsaw Falls are insanely wet, so I shan't be partaking in those because it will just piss me off for the rest of the day. So I think I'm just going to hang out, get some pics and video, find some shade, have a little sit, and wait for these lot to come off absolutely drenched, and wait for them to complain the rest of the day that their knickers are wet and mine aren't. One water ride down, well, 2 water rides down. Jurassic Park and Dudley Do Rides has been done now. Everyone's looking a little bit soggy. And now it is time for another ride I won't go on, which is Bluetooth Build Trap Barges. Don't get me wrong, it's a good ride. It's a very good ride. It's also a very wet ride, which even on a day like this, I can't be arsed with it. So they're going to go on that.
Hi, Taylor. You have to have your shoes on. Shoes on. On your feet, please. Thank you.
What's the damage, mother?
Let me show you. 1 second. Okay. This is the Bluetooth. A little bit wet.
Smells fishy.
I have no words.
The water rides are done, and actually the sun has gone away for a little bit, but I just went down the back of Popeye to get some shots of Velocicoaster, and it was absolutely roasting. I was sweating. I've definitely burnt my arm waiting for that. It's worth it for the footage, guys. But yeah, I think we're gonna go and ride Kong now, because Remy can go on Kong, even though it's like majorly terrifying. He actually loves dinosaurs and King Kong and stuff, so I'm sure he'll love it. But yeah, he can go on that, so we're gonna go and see if we can go on that with our express pass. Yeah, it is a little bit annoying today because it did say the park was open till 9, and then we found out the park hours have changed to 6. And then obviously we had the faff this morning with Hagrid, so it feels like we've been playing catch up all day. We've been on the back foot a little bit. Obviously we're still having an amazing time because you're at Islands of Adventure, you can't not, can you? But it's yeah, just a bit frustrating. I have to keep reminding myself that we're coming back like 2 more times over the next 10 days, so it's gonna be fine, gonna get on everything. But yeah, a little bit annoying. But Kong next. I hope there's actors in the queue line, because I don't think this one know that that's a thing. Something else that always makes me laugh about islands as well, and I feel like you see it more here, maybe Busch Gardens as well, is it's funny how many people walk past you just like fully drenched head to toe, and you just don't bat an eyelid because you're like, oh yeah, like that's a normal thing, we're in a theme park. But like if you saw that anywhere else, you'd be like, why is that person soaking wet? But here it's just like this couple just walk past into the entrance of Kong and they're just so wet. So yeah, it's Islands of Adventure, of course. There's a lot of water rides here, so you're gonna have the occasional people who are just doused head to toe.
How many of you guys have glasses?
Including young children, must have their own seat while riding in the truck. Be sure to secure all food
There you
items,
go.
including all communication devices. Finally, the use of still or motion cameras of any kind is strictly prohibited.
Yeah. Essentially.
This island is the home of my ancestors.
Yeah, Millie, on the way. Any of you?
Another ride knocked out. We just did Kong, which Remy could go. Remy, what did King Kong do to the dinosaur? He bashed him on the head, didn't he? Yeah. And yet he can't go on the Minions ride and sit in a simulator seat, but he can watch King Kong open a dinosaur's jaw up and watch a woman hack the limb off a bat. Makes no sense to me, but okay. I think we're gonna head over to one of the best dark rides in the world now, which is of course Spider-Man, The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. I mean, Velocicoaster probably now is my favourite ride in the park, but previously it was Spider-Man. So let's call it my second favourite ride in the park. Haven't actually ridden it yet on this trip, so we'll see how it stacks up. I'm sure it's still amazing. Little hour spent on Marvel Superhero Island. We did Spider-Man, obviously, still amazing in my opinion. Better than I was gonna say Terminator, not Terminator. Better than Transformers is what I was gonna say. For me, Transformers is too Hollywood. Spider-Man is the right amount of kitsch for me, and it has that like cheesy, like stupid guitar music playing the Spider-Man soundtrack. It's just, yeah, cheesy comic book fun. Made everyone go on Dr. Doom's Fearful because it's like a weird, like guilty pleasure of mine. I do love it, and the ejector airtime at the top is amazing, and you get really good views of the park, so that's really fun. And we did the Hulk. I wasn't gonna go on it because when I rode it last, it was fucking awful. Like, it just shook me to my core and I had a headache when I got off of it. But I thought, you know what, let's just go on it. And it was actually really fun. I don't know whether it was, we were like firmly in the middle of the train. I don't know if that made a difference. But it was, yeah, a lot more manageable than the last time I rode. I came off it with a headache before. I don't even know what the time is now. I think it's like 4:30. But I do know that we're heading over to Wizarding World of Harry Potter. And we're going to go on Forbidden Journey because we haven't been on Forbidden Journey yet today. And as the sun goes down, I mean, it is a little bit cooler than earlier, but it's still really warm. So I think we're just going to try and go and have some aircon again. I think Harley's going to take Remy to get another cred, his 5th cred on Flight of the Hippogriff. If he's up for it, he might be asleep. And then hopefully we'll be back in time to get in the queue for Velocicoaster for the end of the day. So hopefully that's what we're going to do. And yeah, having a lovely day here at Universal's Islands of Adventure. Somebody's house elf said, "Fuck your sock." Master's giving someone a sock already.
This is a 1:00 o'clock. Our guests must think us most
Directly behind us.
Loud. They're out of their seats, they're out of their seats, they're back in their seats. There they are. Out of their seats again.
Oh yeah.
I'm going in here. Yes. Spooky. What's this one? That's a Frankenstein t-shirt. Cute. Okay, what have we got in here?
Oh, that's nice. I fuck with it.
Oh, this is cool. It's like a bayou type thing. Leprechaun. Oh yeah. Halloween, well, vintage Halloween vibes this feels like. What's this? Oh my god, hot sauces. Hot sauces and coffee. They know how to cater to the millennial audience. This is sick. Look at this. Pumpkins. It's like all black lit as well. It's cool. And there's like a teen Wolfman. Ooh. What's this? More hot sauce. The Mummy, Shrieking Toad, Siren Song. More hot sauce. I'm going to end this vlog around about where we started, which is around by the entrance to Sinbad. Interesting day at Islands. I won't lie, I'm a little bit pissed off that they changed the opening hours. I know they can't do anything about them having like a buyout or whatever, but when you're trying to like plan your vacation days, it's really annoying when we could, like, studios are still open till 9 tonight. We could have gone to Ireland yesterday and had a 12-hour park day with the extra opening time in the morning, the ERT in the morning with the hotel. But we weren't able to do that. So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm just venting my frustrations. We queued 2.5 hours for Hagride. Again, just one of those annoying things. Like, that's not what we planned to do. That is what we ended up doing. It is what it is. My family loved it. Like, and that's the main thing. Like, everybody loved it and had a really good time on it. It's just, it kind of set us off on the wrong foot for the day, shall we say. It's been really busy here today and really hot, so I think it's been a little bit frustrating. We did have Express because we stayed at the Hard Rock, so we got on everything. We managed to do every single thing, but you know when you're like, I just would have preferred to have been able to take the day at a bit of a slower pace and have time to like stop and look at stuff, and we weren't really able to do that. Luckily, we are coming back a couple of times over the next 10 days or however long we've got left, so it's fine. Like, we'll get to do that. Like me and Connor were just saying, we're going to come back and do an evening in Hogsmeade and just like have some drinks and stuff and have a nice wander around rather than running. On to the main event, and I know you're all interested to hear what I have to say. Velocicoaster. I just had my 5th ride on Velocicoaster, and if you want to know which seat I prefer, I will tell you that 4 out of 5 of those rides have been in the back row, and 2 of those 4 back row rides I have been sat in the left-hand seat. And that is my seat of preference, back row, left-hand side for me, preferably at nighttime. Nighttime, it just elevates it. All roller coasters are better at night, we know this, it just is. Yeah, it's insane. It's so good. You know, your girl loves a launch coaster. Taron's always been close to my heart. It's always been my number 2 coaster. I love the theming, I love the vibes, I love the music. However, after some consideration, I am going to go ahead. Right, so it's a little bit complicated. Skyrush was my number 1. However, I have not ridden that coaster in 10 years, to the point where I can't really judge new coasters against it, you know? Because I don't really remember too much about how it rides. So what I've done, I've seen a few people on Twitter doing this. I've taken it out of my top 10 and I've called it number 0. Because a lot of people have been doing this. It's like, it's a coaster that has a special place for you, but you don't really want to rank it. So I've decided to do that with Skyrush, making my new number 1 coaster Steel Vengeance at Cedar Point, Ohio, and my new number 3 coaster Taron at Phantasialand, which means my new number 2 coaster is indeed Velocicoaster at Universal Islands of Adventure. The thing's nuts. The thing is absolutely insane. Crazy airtime, but not painful, like infinitely re-rideable. It's got launches, it's got speed, it's got near misses, it's got great inversions, it's got hang time, it's got insane views, it's got theming, it's got a storyline. It is fantastic. I'll be interested to see how, because I'm going to be riding Steel Vengeance again this summer. It'll be cool to ride them both like fairly close to each other to be able to compare them properly, but yeah, currently that's where it's sitting for me. And with that, I will leave the vlog there. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments, have you been on Velocicoaster? If so, what do you think? Where do you rank it? If you rank coasters, if you haven't been on it, do you think you'd like it? Is it your kind of coaster? Are you excited about it? Are you looking to come out to Florida and get on it? Yeah, let me know. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe if you like theme park stuff. That is what we do here. If I go out to a theme park, usually I bring the camera along with me and show you what we get up to. And you know me, I don't beat around the bush. I show you the good, the bad, the ugly. Today has not been my favourite day at Islands of Adventure. I will openly admit that. It's been quite stressful and annoying at times. It is just one of those things. It's been a busy day. They cut the park out opening hours by 3 hours. It's meant to close at 9. It's closing at 6. It is what it is. Oh, I also had a really good, I think I talked about it earlier, I'm not going to mention it again. I had a really good breakfast croissant earlier from the Croissant Moon Bakery. It was like a bacon and cheese croissant thing. It was delicious, so go there and get that if you're having breakfast. It was awesome. But yeah, on that note, I'll leave you there. Thanks so much for watching. See you later.